All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. Today is Friday, January 29, 2021. Before we begin, make sure to click on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Really do appreciate it as always. And help the channel grow. Awesome stuff. All right, good morning. Good morning. Let's talk markets. Dow futures are down 168. NASDAQ futures down 66, S&P futures down 14, but definitely off its lows. It was definitely lower overnight. Russell 2000 index up 0.65%. How about that? Bitcoin soaring 38,480 on the futures side, 37,980 on the actual spot price on Bitcoin. Thank you, Elon Musk. He changed his bio to Bitcoin on Twitter, and that's all it took. And luckily for me, I actually bought some. I buy some every Thursday, and I bought it on Thursday morning. I think I was like at 31,000. Not a whole Bitcoin, just my fractional that I buy every week. And there you go, exploded. Definitely happy to see that. So thank you to Elon Musk. I'm a happy Tesla shareholder and a happy Bitcoin holder. Crude futures up 1.60%, 53.17. Gold futures 1.89%, 1876. Silver futures are soaring 6.69%. We had silver calls yesterday. Remember we talked about that, and it banked very nicely. I'm pretty sure these guys are leaving a runner. You get that break of 25.18 that I was waiting for. Maybe, just maybe, we can go ahead and maybe re-enter for today. Wanted that break. Let's see how the market opens, and maybe taking a look at next week's SLV calls. But let's make sure we check the volume as always. Again, that's very key. But again, if you were with me yesterday, we talked about silver. That Reddit and the Wall Street Bet crowd was pushing silver. We got into, I believe, the 24 calls. I forget exactly the strike, but we posted it. We talked about it. It's another freebie for you guys on YouTube. We actually filled it this yesterday, and we caught 55%. So very cool stuff. Let's talk about what's moving this morning. I think everyone wants to know. Real quick, also, the VIX is up 5.86%, and the dollar slightly down 0.07%. All right. Movers. Let's take a look at the movers. Sundial Growers down 2%. AMC up another 61%. Naked Brand up 48.92%. Castor Maritime, CTRM, up 19%. The meme names. Nokia up 8.74%. American Airlines, not a meme name, 4.42%. BlackBerry up 19%. We want to look at GME. GME, if I can get the stock here. GME is up 92%. Oh, 93% pre-market. So there you go. Everyone who's been trading GameStop, I'm rooting for you. I don't own a position. I'm just happy you guys are going to make some money, because what happened yesterday with Robinhood and all that nonsense and the brokers is absolutely ridiculous. And I put a whole rant about it on Instagram. Feel free to take a look at that market recap where I was pissed to just read all the people going through what they were going through on Twitter and our chats. I was being told exactly what was happening. It was unreal. So I really hope you guys, if you have GME, again, just be careful. Risk management, I talked about this, all these names, just be careful. I hope you guys profit, man. I really hope you stick it to those hedge funds, man. You know, I ain't got no love for those guys. So yeah, so that's the movers pre-market. And you know, the main thing is let's take a look at some of the Dow components, not just meme stocks. Apple's down 0.93%, Boeing up 0.5%. They were price upgraded. Microsoft's down 0.87%, Intel's down, JP Morgan's up slightly, Caterpillar's up 1%, and Disney's down 1.15%. Macy's up 8.22%, Biogen up 12%, Tesla's down 0.89% pre-market, Facebook is flat, and the NASDAQ, LM Funding America's up 94%. Looks like this is not done. Marathon Patient up 21%, Property Solutions up 30%. Another one is Novavax. Their vaccine looked very promising, 62% to the upside. So I guess this short squeezing of the hedge funds are not over. I guess they just rotate into different names. The problem is that when these names are bought, these hedge funds have to cover their position with stocks in the E-mini futures and the NASDAQ. So they're big winners. They have to sell those. So it could be an opportunity for you guys to buy good names like Apple and Microsoft at a very cheap price. So keep an eye on that. Again, none of them have hit my alerts yet, but again, if there's a discount, I will definitely get it for sure. Okay, so that's where we are this morning. And today's the last day of the month. Heads up. Good morning, good morning. Can you check, where do you check BTC futures? Right here on TOS. You just go /BTC and it's right there. Hello from Premium Discord. Hey, Christopher, how you doing, man? Square calls. Let's take a look at Square together. Square is breaking out slightly. If I could just get this going, let me go ahead and expand my sell. And it looks very nice here. So keep in mind, Square tends to be a little pricier on the options chain, especially for next week. So I would skip it for this go around and see how we open on Monday. But let's put an alert together. Again, it's one of my top 10 of 2021. Excuse me. Let's go put an alert right at this resistance here of 228.95. Maybe we break it. Let's see what happens. And then we can actually go for this gap here of 240. So 240 would be my target. We'll take a look at the 240 calls if we break 228.95 on Square. Are any metal miners to take advantage of SLV? Yeah, and if silver goes up on the future side, the miners are going to get some love. I think SAAV is one of them. But again, the best one is SLV. Where do you find the price upgrades? That's from Twitter. That's from Walter Bloomberg on Twitter. We just copy and paste it and just send it out. He gets the information from Reuters, so we just get it from him. You can see that we always retweet these guys. So the information really comes from Twitter, guys. That's free for you guys. You know, catch it whatever you want, and we repost it. Entry point for Palantir 32.22. Let's see here. My entry point on Palantir, I have to move it now, is going to be right here at 27.58. And I own the stock, looking great. It's right here at the 50. But I own it long term. If you want to go, guys, get it here. I think here is fine, or 33.61 if you want to add an initial position. What do you define by price? What do you mean? Oh, pricey. Well, pricey in regards to premium for the signal. Like anything above a $5 premium on options is going to be a little too pricey for everybody. This is the only reason we haven't signaled a GME or anything like that. Because GME was talking about like $32, $100 premium. It's $10,000 a contract. That's a lot. So not everyone can afford that, and we're not going to signal that. If hedge funds are eventually forced to cover their shorts and buying billions worth of GME, you think other stocks will suffer, be sold? Yeah, you know, the big names. Think of the guys who have won, that have led the way. The Teslas, the Apples, the Microsoft, the mega cap tech, they're going to suffer. But again, nothing in regards to fundamentally speaking. Apple had an amazing quarter. Facebook had a great quarter. Microsoft had a blockbuster quarter. So that's an opportunity for arbitrage for us as investors, that if they sell because they have to at a lower price, we get to buy at a cheaper price because we don't have those issues that hedge funds do. So again, this is arbitrage for us. We have an opportunity as investors where we can get their stock that they need to sell to cover their stupid shorts, and then we can make money long term. That's the key. And of course, today I'll be buying my SPY-G as always. Good question, Paul. That's a really good question. Actually, speaking of this, I'm going to have to just transfer just buy shares of JME, still could make good money. Yeah, I mean, if you want to own it, go for it. That's up to you. I refuse to. If there's an options out there that's decent in price, maybe. But again, I'm not in a rush to do so. I just don't see myself buying any GME. If you want to, again, just keep the risk low. You know, only trade with what amount you can stand of losing, and you're going to be fine. How likely is GME short squeeze in your opinion? I mean, there's talk that this thing's going to go to 1,000. Could it happen? Sure. Will it happen? Who knows? I mean, GME is so volatile, and then so many brokers are not allowing it. I think Robinhood is keeping it at a certain level. So just be careful. What would be the entry point for tech? Well, it just depends on the stock. For example, on Apple, I have an entry point at 119.43. That's my entry point on that. So again, I go by the daily here, as always. Right here is my entry point. Can hedge funds be lying about closing their short positions? Yeah, I guess they could be lying, but price action don't lie. If you've seen those mega cap names fall on really good earnings, there must be a reason. What's the best graph for entry positioning? I like the hourly chart. That's my favorite. AMC, yeah, AMC's up big. It's at 14.20 now. What about J&J? J&J, great yield. I think they're great long term. I prefer a little more growth personally, but again, J&J is a very safe stock to own. I think anyone who wants to own it, get in right now if you want. Let's see. Do you think there's something wrong with shorting companies or more reception of anything else? I think there's a problem when when hedge funds are short selling and they're losing, and then they whine and complain, and then they basically shut down brokers from people buying it, so they don't lose more money. Like, you don't have access to that. You don't have access to those people or those lawyers or those lobbyists or the phone number to Robinhood. That's the problem I have. Again, if you've made a short bet and you lost, you eat it. Just like if we make a call and we're wrong, we eat it. That's fair. That should be fair for everybody. Why do they get to play in a different set of rules? That's my problem. Football levels. Let's say football. Football went down a little bit yesterday. Let's take a look at the hourly. Nice little pop. Football in regards to options, I would say the 50 strike should be decent. What app do I buy Bitcoin? I use Coinbase Pro. Thoughts on Airbnb? I want to wait for their first earnings report. Does Microvision have the potential to I don't know what Microvision is. NOK calls, I have some, but again, very light position, and there was some unusual options activity for down the line. But let's see what happens. Should I sell or hold JP Morgan? I say hold it. JP Morgan's a great company. Hold the line until expiration date. BA short-term puts. BA actually bounced. So right here, you need to break 190. Neo chart. Neo actually had some news yesterday. They're up slightly, but again, you're still stuck in that pretty much range here. So nothing really to do on Neo. I own Neo though. What graph program is this? This is TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. Microvision is MVIS. I don't know much about them, but it looks like they're retesting the 100. If you're looking for a break, looks like around $8, $8.48. Snap. Snap is very, very volatile. Nothing going on there. Neo calls, there's nothing there on Neo. You need to break out. You need to get to around 62 to get anything. 62.5. Not much there. I don't want you getting chopped up and your premiums go to hell. Looks like Bitcoin does want to hit 38. We actually had some riot calls, of all things. And let's see where that goes. I mean, it's ridiculous that they got chopped, and then look at that now. It's at 24.62. I'll take a look and see where we're at in a little bit. How do we buy Dogecoin? I don't own that. I think the only way is Robinhood maybe, or Kraken, or Binance, which is the other crypto trader or crypto broker. I'm not sure. AMD good to enter. Let's see, AMD. AMD, there's nothing there to get into. If you want to buy the stock, sure. Dogecoin, again, I don't know. I think Kraken does it and Binance does it. And I think Robinhood does, but they shut that down. They're not on Coinbase, so I don't own Dogecoin. Your opinion on long-term ETF investment? ETFs are great. I own like SPY, 5G, and all those. I own the video game ETF. So again, ETFs are completely fine. IBB, which is the biotech ETF, they're fine long-term. So Robinhood blocked. There you go. Robinhood blocked it. Unreal. Because they can't handle the traffic, I guess. Facebook, again, very volatile. Not much going on here. I love the stock long-term. Waiting for 235 here. Yes, I'm looking at SLV again today. Again, it's nice and break. 25.94. Maybe take a look at the 26 calls if we see an opening there. So I'm going to go place an alert above 25.94. And definitely could be a play here. But again, we need to see if we get the continuation. 25.94 would be your break. 26 target would be nice. 26.5 target. Again, we need to see the volume when we open and see if SLV catches bids. Are you willing to let me join your premium for the first month for $100? No, you can join the basic for $100. Other than that, thoughts on meme stocks today? I mean, we'd have to take a look and see where we go. Again, it's all on volume, guys, at the end of the day. Wait for volume, and we'll see what happens there. So for the most part, just be patient. Again, trading is waiting. Let's see what happens in regards to the market. For all we know, we could flip up or down very quickly. And again, it is Friday, so be extremely careful. So again, if you had a really great week, don't feel the need to risk anything. Remember, you had a great week. Hold on to it. All right, guys, we're going to go and leave it there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Got to check in with the team. And we'll catch you guys for the next morning note on Monday morning. GARCapitalFX.com. Make sure to click the like and subscribe button. As always, SLV is on my target list, and we'll see where we go. Maybe Riot as well. Riot could be something to play. Maybe start taking a look at the 27s or the 26.5s. But again, volume is key. If we don't have the volume there, just skip it. We'll catch you guys later, team.